Hi, and today we're going to take you all through SAWIN Basic to get a better understanding of how service-based contractors like yourself, as well as any industry that allows you to schedule and dispatch, will allow you to use a platform like SAWIN Basic. Now we're going to do a quick general overview, and with that general overview, we're going to go through a number of the things that you see on the screen today. We're going to see the dashboard view, which is what you're seeing here. We're also going to take a look at the hot buttons, or what I like to call the essentials toolbar, giving you all the ability to be able to control and do the things in which you need with SAWin Basic. Let's get started. So this first view, as we go through this, is a general overview of the software. Now we're looking at the dashboard view here, and we can see here in my dashboard view, you can see that I have multiple dashboards in which I can use to where relevant data is going to upload there for me. Now we can see here that I have about 18 customers with 10 plus years of old equipment. That's going to allow us some repeat business. We can also see some pending quotes and recommendations, as well as return calls. Or maybe customers they didn't show up, or maybe for some reason we had to cancel the call due to weather. So we wanted to make sure that we're aware of that so we can stay on top of it. We can also see a tech scorecard, call count by user, time spent analysis on how long they've actually been on the job, with work hours, waiting hours, drive hours, etc. And this is super important to the service-based contractor because they need to understand what is costing them the most money. Now, as we go up here, we can look at our essentials toolbar, and from left to right, we have our dashboard, which is what we're currently seeing right now. We have our admin, which is also where we do our company setup, as well as ensuring that we're speaking the right language. So one thing that you'll see, especially when you get into the software, is we want to make sure that the language that you are using in your company maps back to our defaults. So for some people, they want to keep the term service master, but nowadays it may be the customer's location. Okay, the customer master could also be the AR customer. A service call could be a work order, could be a job. So once again, we are going to ensure that what you want to call it, you're going to be able to call it here in the program. Now, as you also see, we can manage our users in here in groups and crews. We can also see here that we can manage some of our email and our text templates. So this is super important to ensure that you have the ability to get this set up and set up the right way. So what we're going to do is we're going to provide you with a project manager that's going to allow you to get out the gate much faster and utilize the software and adopt the software, and the solutions are going to help you close some of your gaps. Now, as we make our way over, we're going to see the dispatch board. Now, the dispatch board also has different views. And so you'll see here, this is just my basic view. You can also see that we have a horizontal time slot view, a vertical time slot view, multi-day view, and a subcontractor view. Now, we're going to be able to set up all of these views. You can actually customize your views however you see fit. And if you see here, if I go back a few days, I can actually see how those jobs populate for me and what they look like. And I can actually see that this is a living and breathing dispatch board that allows you all to see who specializes in what, are they available and working right now, and what are they scheduled for today. Now, we also have the ability to see that there's an actual legend here that lets us know what's happening in the background. So we can see when jobs are accepted, we can see when they're pending and rescheduled, but we can also see that call status, whether it's been assigned, unassigned, dispatched, arrived, complete, or maybe the call is running a little bit late. And you can also see that there's some flags there that's going to assist us in seeing the work time exceeding the allocated time budget. We can also see where the work is approaching the last minutes of the allocated time budget to ensure that you all are truly allocating the right amount of time to each job respectively. Okay. Now, as we move forward, we will also see that we have a service side of the software, giving you the ability to create tasks for your technicians to ensure that they're doing the work that you need them to do. We also will go over, we also want to point out that we have our contracts here. So if you're doing any form of scheduled maintenance or maintenance agreements or service plans, you're going to get the ability to build those in here. And they are essentially the way in which you build out your plans to ensure that you have revenue coming into the business, as well as making sure that your customers feel covered throughout the year as you're doing the work. We provided the ability to invoice. Now, keep in mind, we do integrate with QuickBooks as well as Sage. And we want to ensure that you all get the ability to create that invoice within the system here so that we can push it to the respective accounting system. Now, you also have the ability to list those out, action, and to batch those invoices however necessary. And we can get into the depths of that if you schedule a demo with us. We also do some payroll reporting, giving you all the ability to see the hours that your team has worked, the overtime hours that they've worked, or any additional that needs to be paid out. And then last that I'm going to point out is around our projects. So when we start thinking about some of the larger projects that you're doing, whether you're doing a remodel, whether you're doing a new build or an installation, you want to ensure that you have the right amount of information within the project. One of the really cool things is the project profitability tool, and I'll be able to show you that on a demo video if you'd love to look into it a little bit further. All right. And then as we go over, we're going to make our way over to the receivables. And the receivables here is about what you're receiving from that accounts receivable account. So whether it has been the credit card payments in which you all have applied, or whether it's to look up that AR customer to ensure that you're billing the right amount to the right customer, you're going to be able to do that with your receivables tab. As we go over to the miscellaneous tab, this is going to help us understand the parts and the inventory so that we can manage that and manage our vendors respectively. Now, it's important to understand if we have the parts on hand or if we need to order those parts. And if we don't have an inventory management solution like what we have at SAWin Basic, you all will be able to see truly how much you're pushing out and how much you are actually installing for your customers using our inventory management tool. Now, one of the bonuses that I don't talk about enough is that we actually have a sales and marketing tool that allows you to manage your prospects and your quotes and potential customers, meaning that you're often working on building up a pipeline of new customers or working with maybe lists that are out there that help you go after customers so that you can get the business rolling. Now, one of the cool thing is we also have the ability to create tasks for those sales calls, and there's an additional dispatch board for your sales and marketing folks. This keeps everybody in one system, allowing you all to streamline communication and ensure that everyone is on the same page. And last but not least, we have the reports feature, giving you all the ability to build out as many reports as you all would like. And I'll click on a few reports here so that you can see some of the reports that we're going to be pulling out of the system. So I'm going to go ahead and show this report based off of the dates that I pulled here, and you'll see how this report's going to look. Now, if I scroll down here, you'll see that I have some additional data. And then you can also see that we have the ability to download this into a CSV, Excel file, text file, web file, Word document, you name it, in a PDF. We can even print it, or we can even email this out to whoever we need to ensure that the reports are getting to the right people with the right eyes on what is needed. We can also see a report for our service master list, right? We want to pull all of our customers. We can go in here and we can go ahead and hit show report, and it's going to pull all of our customers into this report so that we can see all of our customers in a list view. Now, if you want to get a little bit granular, you can, down to whichever level that you need. You can also, once again, export this and do this the way in which you desire. That's super important to give you that flexibility to do that, and our reporting tool will allow you to do that. Now, one bonus that I'm going to add in here is this project profitability report. And one of the reasons why I like showing this is job costing has been super important for service-based companies for as long as I can remember. And one of the great things is ensuring that we're running a profit on every single job, but sometimes those jobs turn into projects and larger projects. And we need to ensure that we're walking away from that project not only profitable, but with the gross margin that we're desiring at the end of that project. Now, I've said a lot here today, and I would love for you to schedule some time with me. If you would, click the link below. It'll bring you to my booking page. Feel free to schedule a discovery call to get a better understanding if SAWin Basic is going to work for you and your company. But if you'd like to schedule a demo, there's going to be a demo on there that will say SAWin Basic. And if you are a basic user and you'd like to go up to our SAWin Pro Enterprise level, we'd love to assist you in doing a demo that way as well. All right. Look forward to talking to you.